And that's what grace is. You ever tried to define what grace is? Again, conceptual. But it helps me to think about hands like this, holding all of this system of suffering. Those systems of suffering are everything from just basic ignorance, forgetfulness, to karmic formations, to uh, feeling, craving, grasping, all of these particular lists of things that we've been studying. And what grace does is it understands that we are ocean, that we are the universe. And grace is like holding us until we remember. Grace never goes, ugh. And it's a beautiful thing to recognize that that is how deeply loved and valued we are. How can the universe not love itself as you, even when we are unconscious to our true nature? So don't forget the grace. Don't spend a lot of time in scorecard keeping. Don't spend a lot of time going, ooh, if I had only learned this sooner. Don't spend a lot of time on the thought that there's there's wasted time, because let me tell you, in the world of self-referential, there's no such thing as wasted time. One wakes, one pops up exactly in that incarnated karmic loop, exactly when things are aligned and ready to do it. But I have a feeling that if you're listening to this, that maybe that's your time. Maybe there's something in you that goes, yeah, I love my stories. Oh my God, I got good stories. But Ram Dass would say, you and I were put here and we were taught to be somebody, but not just somebody, somebody who, right? All the letters behind the name, all of the accomplishments, all of the awards. And he goes, and at one point in evolution, if we're paying attention, we start to see that there's something beyond that, and that is becoming nobody. Ooh, the ego doesn't like that. But here's the paradox. Once I begin to unbind from all of my somebodyness and I welcome in my nobodyness, only then do I discover that I'm everything and everyone. That's the paradox. Is that easier said than done? I remember when I stepped down from platform ministry and I went with my partner to Maui to a Ram Dass retreat. It was the first retreat after COVID and after his death. My partner had been a long time student and just a dear friend of Ram Dass. And so we were going back to participate in releasing his ashes into the ocean. I had never been to one of the Maui retreats. So it was through roster of teachers. And I'm sitting there and I'm noticing that my somebodyness is being threatened. It's like, I want them to know that I know too. Oh my God, I'm revealing this to you. Awful. The ego's like, oh, because there would be times in the workshops and the things in the day where somebody would say, sharing discussion. And I would notice my hand wanting to go up in the air and go, oh. And then I would say, why are you raising your hand, David? Is it to be somebody? Is it to show them your conceptual mind and how crafty and clever and witty it is? And so then I'd pull my arm back down and I go, ooh, this is painful. Oh my God, this becoming nobody is painful. And then the opportunity to share again. And my hand would start to go up and I go, is it pure that my arm is going up or is it ego? And I would pull my arm back down. And I remember that that was a real critical juncture of understanding what Ram Dass was talking about, becoming nobody. But the paradox of it is, as we begin to let go of everything as I, self, 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 then there really is this inexplicable expansion and the palpable feeling of peace, liberation that you and I say that we want. So I give that to you, and I invite you to practice with me as well. Blessings.
Wow. Thank you, David. Always such a powerful speaker. I don't want to give words to this. Anything you have to interpret will only eclipse the heart of it. I just want to send it in sound with a wavelength clarity. Ooh, nothing I could ever say will resonate the same way that this love does in me. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Somewhere in the beat of your heart, there I am. Somewhere underneath all the war-torn believing, and there you have always been. It's something like a melody, it's something like a song, and it sings itself and it's never wrong. Oh, everywhere it plays for me, it's always on repeat. It's the love song of everything. Inhale, exhale, breathe. It's not just there in my body. It's not just there in the thoughts that I think. It's there in the roots, in the skies and the seas, in the eyelids, the irises, the wind and the wings, in the will be, the ever was, the reason and the just because. I am the song that I sing.